Welcome to 1 Minute Theatre Reviews. I'm Paul Seven Lewis, this is the Bridge Theatre, and I'm here to review Maggie Smith in A German Life. A German Life at the Bridge Theatre, written by Christopher Hampton, directed by Jonathan Kent, and starring Maggie Smith. The set comprises a small living room with an old lady sitting on a chair alone on a thrust stage talking to the audience. She never stands up. For 100 minutes we listen, and I mean really listen, because the lady is Maggie Smith, and she's playing a real person called Brunhilde Pomsel, who, among other things, was secretary to the monstrous Joseph Goebbels, a top Nazi during World War II. Apart from the light around her getting darker and focusing increasingly on this slight figure, Jonathan Kent's production and Anna Fleischer's design are as gimmick-free as they can be. The play is based on interviews that Frau Pomsel gave in her old age and posed the question, the familiar question, would you have behaved any differently? I had no idea what was going on, she says, or very little, no more than most people. However, Christopher Hampton's play is much more nuanced. A German Life is very much about the false memory of old age, yes, but also the deliberate rewriting of one's history. And Hampton's brilliant at giving you clues at what the truth might be, but leaving you to make your own mind up. For example, this woman says that she was brought up to obey. But she says that she got her first job by going off to Berlin on her own initiative. She says she was quite distanced from the womanizing Goebbels, yet she describes with excitement how she sat next to him at dinner at his house when his wife was away. So how does Maggie Smith do at conveying this? Well, the answer is that in the main she plays Pomsel as a doddery old lady. It's as if Pomsel is deliberately portraying herself in this way to emphasize how harmless and how naive she was. In other words, acting. She fiddles with her glasses, she puts her hands to her face, and then every so often her face lights up with a vivid memory and her voice gains a steely confidence and her glasses stab at the air. Now, accept that the portrayal of a normal person isn't going to lead to a barnstorming performance, but I have to say I wasn't as overwhelmed as I expected to be. And I think the problem was that this is an intimate play, and although I could hear Dame Maggie's familiar nasal voice perfectly well at the back of the stalls, I couldn't see her piercing eyes and facial expression. I think this was a performance for people sitting in the first 10 rows. Nevertheless, it takes a great actor and a great play to hold the attention for an hour and 40 minutes. So I give A German Life 4 stars. If you found this review enjoyable or useful, please subscribe to 1 Minute Theatre Reviews on YouTube.